Allez les bleus, allez les bleus, allez les bleus. France are the 2018 world champions in Russia. This is your match day, the final review. So there we have it. France are the 2018 champions in Russia. After all the controversies, the goals, the atmosphere, the talk about what was going to happen, France ended up being the champions. And a brilliant final it was out there in Russia between France and Croatia. France were my team to win the World Cup. I called it from day one and they truly delivered. Croatia were my dark horses for the competition as well. And look, they got to the final. What more could you ask from a dark horse, really? Brilliant from them this year, Croatia. But it was France that take the World Cup win this year. Great game this in Russia. Started off fiery from the 18th minute when Griezmann went down after a foul. A lot of people though believe he was a dive, that he won the free kick. For me personally, I do think he won the free kick. I don't know if it'll call it a dive, maybe he did go down just, but for me, the guy made the contact, he was kicked, and as he was going down, for me I'd say he won the free kick, you know, rather than him, it was a dive. He was very clever in it, Griezmann. People will criticise him, but you know, referee didn't see it as a dive, and you know, I agree. I think there was contact there, you know, and he won the free kick. It was a great free kick as well in the end. He put it into a dangerous position, and we've seen Griezmann do this time and time again throughout this World Cup. People just not really learn defending these free kicks, Griezmann. This time it wasn't a stuttered one, it was just a straight ball into the box. Croatia's line should have been a bit higher. They dropped back too deep, and Mandzukic trying desperately to clear the ball. Duly sent it into the back of his own net. 1-0 France, they were on their way. But they didn't have it their own way in that game. France, as we know, they like to give the opposition respect, and they actually prefer to play without the ball, and that's what happened. Croatia dominated the possession in this game. Modric pulling strings left, right and centre, and they got their goal that I'd say that they deserved, really. A ball into the box found its way to Perisic, and he chopped through past Kante, a great little darting move to the left hand side, sent N'Golo Kante the wrong way, who didn't really have the best of games today, but Perisic levered a shot into the bottom corner, took a slight deflection of Varane, and that's what sent it past Lloris. Maybe if he didn't hit Varane, Lloris would have made a comfortable save, but it hit Varane ever so slightly and changed the direction of the ball, went into the back of the net. 1-1, game on. I think that's what it needed, really, just to light this game up. You know, I'm already 2 goals in the first half an hour of the game. You know, we didn't see a goal in normal time against Germany, between Germany and Argentina in the last World Cup. Spain-Holland was a 1-0 win. You know, so we're excited. We've got 2 goals in the first half an hour of the game. What more was this World Cup going to give us, this final? And we had it. There's a lot of talk about VAR in this World Cup. Is it good? Is it bad? Well, we saw it today in the final. A corner came in from Griezmann. Blaise Matuidi just trying to knock it back across with the back of his head, and it duly hit Perisic on his hand. The referee originally gave it as a goal kick. He didn't see anything wrong with that there. But after review, the officials in the VAR room had a look at it, and they decided that the referee should go and take a look on the pitch. And so the referee, with millions of viewers all across the world watching and anticipating what his decision was going to be, he changed his mind and decided that it was in fact a penalty kick and a deliberate handball. For me, a shocking decision. I didn't think it was a deliberate handball. I think Matuidi headed it and it hit his arm. And this is the problem I have with VAR. It's supposed to clear up the clear and obvious decision. The referee made a call, and to reverse it on that, which to me was nowhere near clear and obvious, is where we're going wrong with this VAR system. So many times people are using it incorrectly, and for me, a shocking decision from the referee, and it may have just cost Croatia the final. Griezmann it was, however, who stepped up after all that talk, a lot of review going on, and a cool, calm as you like penalty kick. He doesn't really miss them, does he, Griezmann? He sort of waited for Subasic to go and just put it the other side. Comfortable for Griezmann. 2-1, France lead going into the break. Second half then, great game. It's a great second half, probably even better than the first. And really welcome to this World Cup final, Paul Pogba. He was immense, especially in that second half. Winning balls back, finding men out, and what a goal it was that he scored to put France 3-1 up. It wasn't so much the shot, it was more the half volley ball he played to Mbappe. Sweeped it across the pitch. Mbappe, with his darting pace, got onto it, got the ball back to Pogba. Pogba had a first shot blocked and a second straight in the bottom corner. Subasic didn't move, he was wrong-footed, probably expected Pogba to go the other way, but cool as you like finish from Paul Pogba. He was here, he arrived at this World Cup. For me, definite man in the match. He controlled the game from start to finish, and the second half especially, he was absolutely brilliant. That made it 3-1, as I said, and Mbappe made it 4. 19 years old, what a way to make your entrance into the game. They're only the second teenager to score in the World Cup final since Pele in 1958, and it was a great goal. 25 yards out, had a look, similar to Pogba's one, just slotted it in. Again, Subasic wrong-footed. 2 goals where I feel like he should have done a lot more. He just stood there, watched the ball go past him. 4-1 to France, and then we're thinking, game over. Kylian Mbappe has just won the World Cup for France. Pretty much was like that. However, a slight little change. It was ended up being 4-2 because Hugo Lloris made that horrible error. He sort of tried to drop the shoulder on Mandzukic, who chased down every ball as he does throughout the tournament, and he got his goal. He's a goal scorer in the final. He scores in the Champions League final, and he scored in this final as well. Sort of goal poacher's effort, took it off Hugo Lloris. But that wasn't to be in terms of Croatia. They had a couple of stiffs at goal, but nothing to really trouble Hugo Lloris in the end. France were the 2018 World Champions, just as I predicted. For me, much deserved it over the course of 90 minutes. Pogba man of the match. Deschamps wins it for the first time, the third man to win it as a manager and a player. Congratulations France, the 2018 World Champions. Thanks for watching all of our videos this World Cup, guys, and we'll see you next season.